All right, so I got a reaction coming at y'all real quick, man. And it's stemming from a conversation that I was having on Facebook, man. Every day, man, I see why the Most High feel the way he feel about weak men. Because when we allow the women to take over the community, this is the type of shit that we see, bro. And it's weird to me because you got all these women who trying to act like nothing was the problem. Then you got all these people in the black community trying to use a photo of some white kids with guns to try to say, well, what's the difference between these white kids and these black kids? Shouldn't nobody man, let me just get into the Bible, man. So the first thing that they said to me was, how do I know that they riffraff? How do I know that these young wholesome children don't have no good intentions? This is not the imagery of law-abiding citizens. This is not the imagery of upstanding citizens in the black community. Let's go to the Bible. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. So God telling you that you can read a book by its you can know the book by its cover. I'm gonna read it again, verse 29. A man may be known by his look. Now they try to use the example of they scholars and athletes and good students. Now I don't know if they know this or not, but how many countless young black men and women that destroyed their lives doing stupid shit? Countless. But you're gonna try to sit here and push the notion that they scholars and athletes. I'm gonna just be honest with you. If I was a college coach, I wouldn't want no nigga like that on my team. If I was a dean of a college, I wouldn't want no woman like that at my damn campus. But y'all trying to use y'all trying to use photos of a white. Listen, black people, I wish y'all to stop worrying about what the hell these white people are doing. They live by different rules than you do. But y'all want to fall back on that, right? Another girl, she said something about, how do you know that she run with riffraff? Let's get it out the Bible. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 13, verse 15. Every beast loveth his like, and every man loveth his neighbor. All flesh consorteth according to kind. A man will cleave to his like. Let me read it again. All flesh consorteth according to kind. A man will cleave to his like. You only gonna be around people that you got commonality with. You're not just gonna be hanging with people that you don't agree with what they do. So if I'm a honor roll student, but I run with the thugs and the killers, 9 times out of 10, you agree with the thugs and the killing. It is what it is. And if you look like a killer, if you carrying the instruments of a killer, what the fuck am I beating around the bush for? I'm gonna assume that's what you do, right? I assume when I see white people with guns, I assume they white supremacists. That's what I do, me personally. When I see white people with guns, I think of lynchings. That's what I think of. So I'm not trying to put no wedge in between. I seen a white person and a black person with no pistol. What the hell you got a gun for? You ain't in the army. And you ain't protecting your damn household. Let's go back into this Bible. Verse 17. What fellowship had the wolf with the lamb? So the sinner with the godly. So if you're a scholar, right? You're supposed to be with the books. Right? You're supposed to be in the library, right? Hey, take your ass to prom and put the guns down, man. It's very simple. Very simple. But as black people, we want to get into this bag of let them live their life. In the black community, people dying almost every fucking day at gun violence. Do they not? In the city of Birmingham, it's unsolved murders right now that span from years. Right? It ain't the 40-year-olds. It ain't the 30-year-olds. It ain't the 50-year-olds. It's these young kids out here killing people, man. But y'all want to talk this dumb shit. I'm telling you, man, 66% got to die. 66% got to die. It is what it is. Let's go back into this Bible. Tired of this foolishness. This is Isaiah chapter 3, and I'm going to start at verse 1. For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the stay and the staff, the whole stay of bread and the whole stay of water. He took wisdom and knowledge from us. That's what he did. We're going to continue. Verse 2, the mighty man, the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient, the captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor and the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. Listen at what God said he did. He said he removed these things from us. He removed these things from us. I'm going to start at verse 2 again. He said he removed from us the mighty man and the man of war, the judge and the prophet and the prudent and the ancient. This is why our communities look the way they look. Ain't no strong men in the community no more. We allowing these sisters who ain't got no damn sense to speak too often. Because if you don't know how to judge a matter, if you don't look at those photos and see a problem, you need to shut the hell up. Real talk. Be the fuck quiet. Verse 3, the captain of 50 and the honorable man and the counselor, because that's what they needed. A man of counsel to see that situation and say, hold up, what the hell y'all coming out the house for with all them guns and y'all finna go to prom? Y'all shouldn't be going to prom any damn way because it ain't nothing but whoredom in the first place. But what the hell y'all doing with all them guns? Y'all should just be looking to have a good time. Y'all should go to dance, drink a little punch, eat y'all little finger food. Right? What the hell y'all got them guns for? What the hell y'all pointing guns at the camera for? Right? We don't have no counselors no more. And the cunning artificer and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princes and babes shall rule over them. Right? That's what we seeing. That's what we see. Let's get some more. I'm going to start at verse 12. Verse 12. As for my people, children are the oppressors. We talking about black people. We talking about blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Let me read it again. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err and destroy the way of thy path. Because I'm gonna just be honest, that seemed like, to me, just looking at those photos, that looked like single parent household shit. Let's go back and look at the photos. This looked like single mother shit. This look, if their fathers are around, their fathers need their ass beat. If her father watched her take a photo, pointing a pistol at a camera, you need your ass beat, sir. You got your princess out here looking like this? Huh? You need your ass beat. Going back. Let's go back into this Bible. This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12. As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. Because guess what? It's supposed to be a man ruling over them. But in the black community, you got an 80% clip of children being raised out of wedlock. No man around. Gonna make up to the top. He removed that from us. He said, and women rule over them. They which lead thee cause thee to err. Those women that's ruling these children, they letting them go off. Because nobody in their right mind will see children who are still in school pose with pistols in a community that are dying at the hands of gun violence all the time. It doesn't make any sense. But you want to play these fucking semantics about, well, do you know them personally? Do you know? Well, I know what the fuck they normally look like. Let's go back to the photo. Huh? Do he look like a law-abiding citizen? Do he look like the person that you want your daughter to marry? Huh? Do he like the type of cat you want to walk your damn daughter down the aisle with? Let's check him out, huh? Do he look like the type that you want to marry your daughter? I don't think so. But I'm wrong because I said, hey, the brother look like he out of order, man. The brother look like he ain't up to no damn good. That's what I see when I see the brother. Because the Bible say a man may be known by his look. Now, I don't know much about gang life or the street life. But I grew up in the city of Birmingham. My parents tried to keep me away from that. That kind of happens when you got a father who's trying to keep you away from shit like this. But if you 17, 18 years old and you pointing pistols at cameras, 9 times out of 10, that's the type of time you on. 9 times out of 10, that's what type of time you're on. Because I know me, when I was my junior and senior year in college, getting ready to go to prom, I wasn't thinking about pointing no fucking pistol at nobody. Let's go back to the Bible. And I got to get this just for my people that, for some reason, I don't understand it. It's like every time we want to talk about the issues that's going on in the black community, they want to bring up white people. Damn them. Our issue is with us. Our issue is, because this the point that I was making with the photos when they trying to say, if you don't have a problem with the white folks on the top holding their guns, why do you have an issue with the black kids holding their guns? Listen, I don't want the white folks to have no guns either. But this the problem that I have with that, right? Them white girls ain't gonna be shooting white girls. Them white girls ain't gonna be shooting ain't gonna be shooting white boys. But them black folks, 9 times out of 10, they shooting black folks at a young age. And the sad part about them black folks that be shooting, they ain't never hitting the motherfuckers that they shooting at. In the black community, you got way too many innocent bystanders getting killed by gun violence. We talking about babies are dying because of stuff like this. But y'all trying to keep on going back to, well, white people commit mass murder. I don't give a damn. Our children are being murdered in these neighborhoods by young people who ain't got no goddamn order and no structure. Ezekiel chapter 3 and verse 4. And he said unto me, Son of man, go, get thee to the house of Israel, and speak with my words unto them. So God giving Ezekiel an order. He said, go speak to the children of Israel. Speak to your people. Verse 5. For thou art not sent to a people of a strange speech, of a hard language, but to the house of Israel. He said, I ain't send you to nobody but them. Worry about your own people. It's 2022. You kind of understand by now that white people live by different rules than black people. This is their country. This is their time to rule. They make the damn rules. So yeah, if they feel like they don't want to get their kids in trouble for holding guns, they can do that. My problem is this. Why are we okay with our children holding guns like that? We don't give a damn about what them white kids are doing. Why are we okay with our children doing it? Because the Chinese man, he ain't worried about what white kids are doing or what Arab kids are doing. He want his children to be the best. He cultivate his own children. He don't give a damn about what the white man is doing or the African man is doing. He training his children to dominate them. God said he sent you to the house of Israel. He ain't sent you to another nation that's of a hard language. Verse 6, not to many people of a strange speech and of a hard language, whose words thou canst not understand. Surely, had I sent thee to them, they would have hearkened unto thee. But the house of Israel will not hearken unto thee, for they will not hearken unto me. For all the house of Israel are impudent and hard-hearted. That's what goes on in the black community. Now you got to think about it. Christ is telling the brother Ezekiel, he said, look, man, Tell them what I said. Go to your people. Go to the people of the captivity. Go to them brothers and sisters that went into slavery. Teach your brothers and sisters what I said. And I know they're not going to listen, but go do it anyway. I know they're not going to listen to you because they don't listen to me, but go do it anyway. They hard-headed and stupid. Yeah. That's what the Bible said. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Let's get some more. Hosea 4. Hosea chapter 4, verse 1. Hear the word of the Lord, ye children of Israel, for the Lord hath a controversy with the inhabitants of the land, because there is no truth, nor mercy, nor knowledge of God in the land. By swearing and lying and killing and stealing and committing adultery, they break out in blood, toucheth blood. That's what we see in the black community, man. So when you see a situation like this, it should bother you. Because these are the types that be on the news. You're not going to sit here and tell me that the brothers that you see on the photos don't look like brothers that we've seen on the news. We're not going to act like that. So the question is this: how do we stop them from becoming that? You correct them when they first start showing the signs of it. If nobody corrects it and they continue to go on like it's okay, then when they fuck their life up, who they going to look back to? They supposed to look back at their parents and be like, hey, why y'all didn't stop me from doing this? Why didn't y'all correct me? But everybody's so fucking scared to tell these children go sit down somewhere. They got their Second Amendment rights, right? Hey, that Second Amendment didn't have nothing to do with killing your own people, which is what black people do. Because for some reason, all these gangster thug niggas that got all these guns and pistols and shit, all these white people that be killing black folks, they never seem to drop dead. That's weird. Going back. I'm going to jump to verse 6. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge. I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy God. I will also forget thy children. We've heard this verse hundreds of times in the Christian church. Nobody ever really realizing what he was talking about. Thou shalt not kill is a part of the laws of God. We don't do that. We kill each other all the time in our neighborhoods. All the time. So when you see stuff like this, it should raise an alarm to you. Because why are these young men carrying around this heavy artillery like this? Why? Because it's not like they protecting their own households. Huh? What we doing? And I'm tired. Because like what really bothered me about this shit is it be sisters that be really trying to fight for this shit like what they saying makes sense. I'm telling you, man. A lot of these sisters is dumb as hell, man. A lot of these sisters, I'm telling you, that's why God said a man's supposed to be over this thing, man. That's why God said the men's supposed to be over this thing, man. Ezekiel 34:31. And ye, my flock, the flock of my pasture, are men, and I am your God, saith the Lord God. Far too often in the black community, we allow women to run things. And this is what the community look like. Because I'm willing to really put some serious consideration to it. I don't think they got a father in the household, man. Let's be real. And if they do, sir, you need your ass beat. Yeah. Everybody mad because she lost her scholarship. Now, when I was going to college, when I signed my scholarship, I walked on. I earned a scholarship. When they handed me my papers, that shit had rules on it of what I had to do to continue to keep my scholarship. I'm pretty sure when they offered her the scholarship, they didn't really see her as no shoot 'em up, bang, bang girl, did it? Now, if I'm an HBCU, what the fuck I want somebody on campus for if they holding pistols and pointing pistols at a camera? Huh? Let's just be real. Do this look like scholars to you? Do these look like the type of people that you would want to walk in your room, your homeroom? This looks terrifying. But y'all want to beat around the bush. Y'all want to say, I'm tearing down black people. These are the people that are killing people in our neighborhoods. This is how it starts. Why ain't nobody correcting this shit? You can live your life without doing this. This is unnecessary. But to each his own, right? It's always to each his own to somebody fucking kid. Oh my God, bro. It's always to each his own to somebody's kid is dead, man. It's always to each his own to somebody's child is gone. And then y'all want to kumbaya. Then y'all want to go march and do fish fries because y'all ain't got no money for the funeral. That's what y'all want to do. Because to this day, I still don't think it's been a Black Lives Matter for that 2-year-old boy that got killed in Birmingham. I don't know. I've never seen it. Because children are our oppressors. That's what the Bible say, and that's what we see on a day-to-day basis. These young men are out of order, man. And guess what? These young sisters falling right behind them. I don't think this is how this sister really is, man. If you that smart, be smart. But in the black community, we push detriment like it's cool. That's what we do. When I was growing up, it was lame to be smart. It was lame. My daddy wasn't going for that shit, though. Because he understood better than that. I'm telling you, man. A lot of people dumb. A lot of people dumb, man. Let's go back. I just want to read this one more time for the people in the back who feel like I might have been harsh because I said they look like riffraff. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. Let's go back. Let's see. Do he look like he have understanding? Honestly. Somebody should be trying to help this young brother out because at this age that he is, he don't understand life. Somebody's supposed to be helping him. Where's his father at? Where's the counselors in the community to tell him, hey, young man, in about 5 years, if continuing to do this, you're going to go down a bad path if you ain't already on that path already. Do this look like the young sister that's going to be good at raising a household? Nurturing children? Is that what she look like right now? Let's go back. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance. What this man what they faces look like? Huh? That's what we doing? Going back. Sirach 19:29. A man may be known by his look, and one that hath understanding by his countenance when thou meetest him. A man's attire and excessive laughter and gait show what he is. So when you see a man walk, talk, how he dress, how he carry himself, You can tell a lot about him. You can tell what he feeding himself. You can tell what he feeding his spirit on a day-to-day basis. Because I know one thing. Most scholars ain't pointing pistols at a camera, man. Most scholars ain't sitting up in prom with a pistol at their waist. Most scholars ain't sitting in their prom pistols in pictures holding shotguns. But I'm convinced a lot of women in the black community dumb as hell. Highly educated fucking idiots. It is what it is. It is what it is. I really want to know what y'all think in the comments, man. I really do. I really want to know what y'all think about this shit. Because this shit bothered me. When I first seen it, it bothered me so bad, I ain't even coming on when I first seen it. Because I seen this shit like a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And I never said anything about it. I was like, what the fuck they parents at? Where are they parents? Where? Like, why? Why was this okay? Who thought this was okay? Who thought this was fine? Who? The Bible said we perish for lack of knowledge. You can't, on one hand, say you smart and do dumb shit. That shit don't go together. You can't say that you're smart. You can't say that you're a scholar and you doing dumb shit. Miss me with that. And this is one of the issues in the black community. Whenever you starting to get on somebody for their bum ass behavior, for the bad things that they doing in the community, they say that you tearing down black people. You know what's tearing down black people? These children that's never making it to see 18 years old. You don't know who that child was. The child didn't get up in age to even know if he was going to be the one that changed his family. You don't know that, but his life was taken. Why? Because these young black men ain't got no order, no structure, nothing to live for. A life in the black community ain't worth a fucking dime, man. We killing each other for nothing. And we cool with this. 66% got to die. 66% got to die. Good riddance, man. I hope that bomb take all you niggas out that don't want to get y'all life together, man. All you cats that don't want to, when you can see this type of shit going on in the neighborhood, we destroying each other and y'all think this is okay, y'all think this is fine. I ain't gonna say that. I ain't gonna say that. But the Bible say 66% got to die. That's what the Bible say. 66% gonna die by nuclear fire. And it's good riddance, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, man. I'm out.